What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Well, I finally got to go through all of the games. I shouldn't say finally, because I just got this Atari Pocket Pro um, on Friday, actually. And I did get to go through all the games over the weekend and the last couple days. So I thought that I would do a blunt and honest review since I did get to play everything. You don't really get a like honest review on an unboxing video, and that's what that last one was an unboxing and pretty much a first impression. So I did have a really good first impression with it. However, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail this time. So I'm going to kind of go over the pros and cons of this. And it'll let you know if this device is for you. So first, I'm going to turn this on so you can see the screen. I mean, it does have a real nice screen to it. So it's a good looking little handheld. It has a nice feel to like the D-pad, the buttons, like everything. It feels really good. This is where the batteries go right here. I don't use batteries. I ended up buying a USB-C cable for it because I don't really, I'm not going to travel with it or anything. So I don't see a use in batteries. But these battery covers right here, they help out with the grip on this thing. So it does have like a really nice feel to it. And as I mentioned, the screen, it's crystal clear. I mean, it does look good no matter like what angle you look at the thing. I mean, it has a good picture to it. So that's a pro as well. It's also nice and easy to navigate, and it has a really nice home screen. So it's super easy to navigate. You have a home button on top, so right now I'm on the list of like the 2,600 games. And if you hit home, you can go to these bonus games. And I will put a list of the games on here so that way, you can pause the video or whatever and see if the games that you want are on here or not. That way you can make the decision if you want to buy this thing. Again, this thing is like $40. So the games do play great. Here, I turned it off. I'm gonna unplug this thing so you can get a better look at it. But I shouldn't say but the sound right here. This is the only speaker on it. It really doesn't sound bad at all either. Even though it's lightweight, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It has a really cool look to it too, like the color scheme. I love the color scheme. I love it but hate it because it's like that ugly 80s color. I guess the thing that I hate about it is I remember when I was younger, my mom bought me a sweater with this exact color scheme on it. But that was the thing in the 80s, So this does have like that 80s vibe to it with these colors and everything. So I do love that. So that's another pro. Now the cons on this, they don't really outweigh the pros, but there are some cons on this. And I wrote these games down so I wouldn't forget. So the cons are there is no Space Invaders, no Pitfall or Pitfall 2, no Pac-Man, no Donkey Kong, no Berserk, no Cosmic Arc, no Defender. They're classic games that you immediately think about when you think of Atari, and none of those games are on here. So, yeah, it includes games like Asteroids, Breakout, Pong, Centipede, Millipede, Warlords, and Missile Command. But where are these classics that I mentioned? I don't understand it. I mean, if it's a licensing issue, I get it. However, boxing is on here, and I believe if I'm wrong, then correct me, but I'm pretty sure Atari Boxing was made by Activision. Now I'm pretty sure Activision did Pitfall. So I don't know. Maybe there's some like crazy licensing issue going on there, but I guess I just don't get it. Um, so those were like big cons to me. Like I couldn't believe that it didn't have Space Invaders or Pac-Man. That when I think of Atari, those are like two of the first games I think of when I think of Atari. And I think I don't know if it was Atari or My Arcade that just I think they dropped the ball on this the game library and the bonus games. There's a few decent ones in there, but there's some real like snoozers in there too. Um, I I don't know. They could have done without that. Instead of 20 bonus games, why not put some like good Atari games on there? Because some of the games that are in this library, on the Atari library, I can honestly say that nobody in the history of the world, nobody said, man, I can't wait to get that Atari Pocket Pro so I can play basic math or checkers or backgammon or tic-tac-toe. Put some games on there like the ones I listed: Space Invaders, Pitfall, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Berserk, Cosmic Arc, Defender. Why aren't these games on there? And if there's licensing issues and they couldn't, and that's the reason they couldn't put these on there, man, pick some better games. Nobody gives two shits about basic math or checkers or backgammon or tic-tac-toe. I mean, come on, man. I just think that they dropped the ball really bad on this game library. Now, again, I'm not, yeah, I am bashing it a little bit. But do I think it's worth it? I can't say that if it's worth $40. That really depends on you. Like I said, I showed the list of games that are on here. Maybe there's some games on here that like hit it for you. Maybe you want some of them games. Now I'm happy with the games that I like that are on here. So, $40 was fine with me. More so not the library, but I guess the look of it alone, and that's just me personally. I love the look of it, and it's Atari, and I love Atari, but man, they could have done so much better with the selection of games. But that's just me, again. So I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think, if you have it, if you like it, because I do like the thing, but I'm not going to recommend it to anybody because it's a preference thing. If it has the games that you like, yeah, go for it. But I didn't like the majority of the library, but there was enough games that I did like on it where it was worth the purchase to me. So that's kind of where I sit on it. But it's a nice looking handheld. I don't regret buying it. So I mean, if that helps out any, but hopefully that list of games that I just showed will help you make your decision if you want to buy it, because it's not made cheap or anything like that. It is light, but man, it looks really good. It plays really good. Doesn't sound bad at all. So yeah, I hope this helped you out a little bit. Just let me know if you have one or if you plan on getting one, what you think about it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on.